recording, and we have a few people that are joining us right now. I see Miranda on there. I don't know about these subtitles. Hopefully they can pick us up. They're not picking up brisket. Hey, good afternoon. We are here for the Wheelhouse of Calhoun County podcast, episode 7. Get creative with GY6 Custom Printing. I am one of your hosts, Kim Boyd from the Calhoun County Area Chamber and Visitor Center. I am the Director of Membership and Investor Relations, but I really like to think of myself as the connector-in-chief here at the Chamber. Our other two regular hosts, Miss Ashley Jones and Miss Laurel Harp, are both out on vacation today. So I am here with our special guest, Mr. Kevin Moyers of GY6 Custom Printing, and our favorite K9 Chamber Ambassador, Brisket. You want to say hi, Brisket?
He's not going to talk.
He's not going to talk. Kevin!
Kim!
We are so glad to have you here on our podcast. We've really been looking forward to this. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm kind of boring, so there's not a whole lot to tell. I could go way back, dark, stormy night in Cleveland, Ohio in 1965. It's when I came about. But after being in the restaurant business for 30 years and moving all over the place, I set roots in Anniston 28 years ago. And I've been here ever since. Have 2 kids, 2 great kids, and 2 stepkids that are awesome also. And? Oh yeah, I've got Paula. Can't forget about Paula.
Paula's the most important.
She is.
When Paula.
When you find somebody that can put up with you for 10 years in a row, you might want to keep a hold of them.
We all love Paula. Paula comes and helps us out sometimes, and now we remember to bring extra gifts to the Chamber Ambassador's Christmas party every year. So
because she never wants to participate in that.
But she is very sweet and very giving, and we appreciate her very much. So, GY6 Custom Printing. I know that you print t-shirts, but tell us more about what is GY6 Custom Printing and what does it mean and what are you doing there?
Okay, well, me and my business partner, who is now retired military, that's where the name came from. GY6 is a military term meaning got your 6 or got your back. It's really, it sounds bad, but it's kind of boring. There's not a whole lot. We put ink on fabric is basically what we do. Of course, we realized, well, here's how it started. I was working with Model City Insurance. A little shout out there to Krista. My business partner is also her business partner. We bought shirts before for live events, and we said we could probably print them cheaper than we can buy them. So $30,000, $40,000 later, we have all the equipment, and it was supposed to be a part-time thing for me, and now it's 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. Kind of took over our lives. But, a t-shirt is a walking business card. We also do a lot of fundraisers. We have a great fundraising program where you do very little, we do all the work, and you can make a lot of money on it. And we also have our military contracts that we do. And, of course, all of our great customers have been with us for over 5 years now.
So yeah, you are celebrating 5 years. Can you believe it's been 5 years?
Yeah, it's
in
been
business?
over 5 years, and we
Wow.
I got so busy I was going to plan a 5-year anniversary celebration, but too busy right now. We'll have to do that in 6 years, I guess.
So I know you print T-shirts, but you do more than print T-shirts.
Yeah, we also do laser engraving and sublimation. The laser engraving is something that we are probably going to be advertising and marketing a lot more here shortly. We can laser engrave on, well, we'll try to laser engrave on anything, see if it works, but we have a extensive catalog of different items you can get, anywhere from tumblers to business card holders to slates. You can actually get a picture that you took and have it engraved on a slate, which looks really awesome.
And I ordered something very special from you for Christmas. I think I got the idea from Pinterest, but my grandmother on my dad's side passed away many, many years ago, and one of the very special things that we used to do as a family was at Granny Bennett's house on Christmas morning, all the men in the family would get up and go to her house and have eggnog, homemade eggnog that she made. And she wrote the recipe down, and I was able to take a copy of that to Kevin and had 3 copies of that recipe laser engraved on the cutting boards to give to her 3 sons, my dad and his 2 brothers. So that was very special. My dad almost teared up, and he does not ever tear up. So that was a very, very special thing to do, and sentimental things like that to keep someone's handwriting or something. That's a really big deal. So
yeah, around Christmas time we have a whole lot of that, and whenever you can take something, and a lot of time it's on an old piece of paper, we can and we'll use the same handwriting. We can enhance it so it looks a little bit better, but we won't change it. But you could have it put on a slate, a cutting board. But anything that we can engrave, and one thing, it's a great gift. Also, it makes it more permanent, and you always have it. And also, whenever people see it, I love looking at their face when they first see it, because it's pretty special when people get. It's very sentimental, and when they choke up a little bit, it kind of gets to you too. And we never get tired of seeing people's reactions to anything like that we do.
Well, I thought it was fantastic. I loved it. And that is something I want to keep. We talk about people keep too many things now, but that's something that I would never get rid of. I would always keep that. So Kevin does a ton of different volunteer things here in the community as well. And we want to give him a little bit of time to talk about that. So as far as the chamber, everybody knows Kevin and Brisket here at the chamber. And tell us about getting involved in the chamber and all the things that you do now, because you do a lot of stuff in this community.
Well, I was dragged to a ribbon cutting almost 7 years ago by Krista Morphus of Model City Insurance. And I think that kind of stuck then. I got really involved with the chamber through the ambassador program. Been an ambassador for a little over 6 years now. This is my 2nd year in a row of being the chairman of the ambassadors. For some reason, they wanted me to do another year. Either they couldn't find anybody else that wanted to do it, or they thought I was...
No, it's because you did such a good job, Kevin. You did such a good job.
But it's a really good group of people. We do have a lot of fun, but we also, we are the liaisons basically between the members and the chamber. We like to reach out to members, especially new ones, see if there's anything we can do. We attend ribbon cuttings, grand openings, groundbreakings, any of those things. Also, just different things through the chamber. We just did the Youth Entrepreneurial Expo, and I was a part of that, which I was very proud and happy to be a part of that.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
That was, if you missed it, and it'll get bigger as we go along, but we had some young people here. I would say average age was probably 12 to 13, and they have their own businesses. And we had photographer, music producer, baker. We had a young lady that made jewelry. Another one that she's an artist. We had a taxidermist. We had a graphic artist.
And Little Lemon.
Oh, Little Lemon out front selling lemonade, bringing people in. But it gives you a lot of hope for what's coming up in the future because we tend to look at the younger generation as they're just lazy. They don't do this. They don't do that. But these kids were very sharp. They were very business minded, very professional. They had to answer a lot of questions. When you're 12, 13 years old and I walk up and say, this gentleman that's coming up to you is our state senator, and he's asking questions, it's to him. That's the President of the United States. But they handled it very well. They got to show off the things that they do. Some of them had product to sell, and they made some money selling things. The butterfly biscuits, the girl that bakes, she sold out. So it was a very productive day for that. But it's really heartwarming to see these kids take ownership of their business and treat it as such. And we wanted to give them that opportunity to show them what it's like when you're in business, how to network, how to answer questions, and show off what you do. So that was a lot of fun. I can't believe we have to wait another year to do it, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a whole lot of fun. And Kevin, I know now the Chamber ambassadors are working on another upcoming event. You want to tell us a little bit about Member Appreciation Day?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at Kim like, did I miss something? Well, Member Appreciation Day, of course, we do every year. It has grown to where we used to have it here at the Chamber, and now we have to have a bigger place, a much bigger place. It happens, it'll be in November 3rd this year. And yes, we've already had 2 meetings. It usually takes that long to plan it out to make sure that we have everything right, because it is for the members of the Chamber to show them that we appreciate them and that we're here for them, and to give them a little bit of time to come out. We have chili cook-off. We have the cornhole tournament got so big last year. We started the second year we've done it. The first year I think we had 6 sets of cornhole boards, and this past year we had 12 or 13. I was really lost count. The day of a Member Appreciation Day, I'm everywhere, so I don't really get to see anything. But yeah, it's we have our monthly meeting to plan that, and this year we've decided we're going to be at Longleaf Botanical Gardens on November 3rd. So mark it down on your calendar and plan to be there. It's usually from 10 to 2.
Mm-hmm. And this year, again, for the second year in a row, we're giving away gas and groceries.
Yeah, yeah, we will have our shopping spree, thanks to Really Real Real Estate and Johnson's. Blake over there is he really shows out and gives out to help that. Last year was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we had to do it at 6:45 in the morning.
Yes.
But it was a lot of fun.
This year we have a GoPro that we'll be attaching to the handle on the grocery buggy.
Yeah, I had a bum knee last year, and I'm trying to keep up with the lady that won.
Yeah, and I just can't run fast, so yeah.
But
it was hard.
Yeah, it's straight back to the meat department and start loading your cart up. But yeah, we'll have that, and then the gas cards were from Samco. They were $50.
$50 each.
Yeah.
We gave away 5 $50 gift cards from Samco last year for gas.
I won one, and my son got it. So.
Oh, well, you know.
Well, I mean, I have to give him money
the
anyway.
things you do for your kids. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Stop asking me for money. Here's a card. But we'll have some other giveaways that day.
We'll have free lunch. We'll have a live radio remote. We'll be taking lots of pictures, making some videos, playing cornhole, giving away prizes, having a good time, just celebrating our members that day.
That's what it's all about.
So, Kevin, not only do you work with our chamber ambassadors and you take care of all these things, but you also volunteer with another nonprofit here in our community, and you serve on their board.
That is correct. It is Second Chance. They are an amazing nonprofit. They do help with victims of domestic violence.
You got a heart.
Oh, I didn't see there.
Susan!
Susan, our executive director, is listening in, and she does an amazing job. And she's been doing it for 20 years, which if I had to do her job for 20 years, I think I would have been in an asylum somewhere, because it's just crazy. But she does an amazing job. And a lot of things I do is for business. It's for networking. That is not one of them. With everybody, just about everybody that's involved, it's something near and dear to your heart, and something you fully believe in. So that's why I joined the board there. I'm the treasurer, actually, which, if they know me in math, I don't know why they wanted that to happen, but thank God for calculators.
There you go. But, if somebody out there is listening and they're in the Calhoun County area and they say, I just want to do something good today, they can go pick up what items and take them by the Second Chance. The Second Chance office is 7th and Wilmer.
Yes.
The office space is there, and there are, I'm not sure their hours. We'll look that up, but if you want to make a donation, let's say you're at Walmart, you're at the grocery store, you're somewhere, and you say, while I'm here, let me pick this up to take by Second Chance. What type of things are we picking up?
I will be honest with you. You built that up like I know the answer. I really don't know what their immediate needs are. I know, as most places, cash and money is very important for incidentals that they can buy. Mm-hmm. I would suggest you contacting the Second Chance office and ask them, what are your needs right now?
Okay.
If you want to, and we would love whatever you can give would be great, but they do have certain needs at certain times. So just give a call and say, I'm heading to Walmart and I want to pick up something.
Yes, and I'm looking on the Second Chance Facebook page, so you can call the office at this number, 256-236-7233, and say, hey, I'm at the store. What do you need? I try to remember to, when laundry detergent is on sale, it's not going to expire. Things that are non-perishable, really, is what I'll think about when it crosses my mind, and I'll say, that's on sale, let me get some of that, and just kind of have it there. So I know in general, I usually hear that cleaning products, laundry detergent, toiletries are always needed, but then you also have maybe gift cards and things like that would be good and non-perishable as well.
Yeah, that they could get like the exact things they need.
Yeah,
and they will not hesitate to tell you exactly what they need, because that's why we rely on donations, and so whatever you can give. And if you want to just say, hey, I'm not really sure, and you want to donate some money, you can do that also.
Sure, and Second Chance is a 501c3, so that would be a tax-deductible donation, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And the Second Chance is very active here at the Chamber, and we appreciate Susan and your staff and your board and your volunteers for being here and doing what you do in our community. So, we have not talked about the elephant in the room. But he's not quite an elephant. He's a beautiful little black dog named Brisket.
Little mean pit bull that's scared of his own shadow. He's my rescue. I got him a year ago.
Has it been that long?
It
wow.
has been. It actually been longer than I think April was a year. But he was absolutely scared of his own shadow when I got him. He's now partially scared of his own shadow. He's gotten better. He does come to work with me every day that I possibly can bring him. He loves to come to the chamber because he gets all kinds of treats and special attention. But if you're in the market for rescuing a dog, Rock and Pea Rescue up in Jacksonville, they treat their dogs very well. As a matter of fact, I told Angie Persh, who owns it, that when I die, I want to come back and live in her dog kennel because she treats them very well. But if you go there, when you get the dog, it's has all its shots, it's microchipped, spayed or neutered, ready to go out the door. And they have very limited space for animals, and they're always full. So, but Brisket is my little best friend. I had another rescue before him, Rocky, my little one-eyed, chewed-up dog. But he passed away January a year ago, and that was one of the hardest things I've been through in my life, believe it or not. But said I wasn't going to get another dog, and then Angie talked me into coming up and meeting Brisket. And I finally broke down in April and went up there just to meet him and took him home that day. But he's if you want to see what he looks like, just stop by 1320 Layton Avenue, GY6 Custom Printing. He's usually there. He'll bark at you, and he looks mean, but he's not.
Oh, come on now. You said one day you put his harness on and he took off over here.
Yeah, I put it...
Because he knows that we have treats for him.
Yeah.
Don't we, Brisket? Yeah. And Brisket is our official canine ambassador for the chamber. And I want to share a story with you. I don't know if I have shared this before, but we had a new ambassador that started volunteering this year. And she said when she came to the meeting... There was one meeting where you had Brisket there, and she said, Kim, I was really nervous about coming in with all these people that I don't know, and I was nervous on how I would feel about volunteering with a lot of people that I don't know, and I walked into the room, and I saw the dog, and I was immediately at ease, and I was happy, and I had a great meeting today. And so Brisket is very calming. He's very sweet. And he knows how to run around in here. The chamber is a pet-friendly building. If you have a pet who is well-mannered and who can be on a leash, we would love for you to bring your pet here to the chamber and visit with us. We do have dog treats. We do not have cat treats, but I'm sure we could round something up. And we do love animals, so don't hesitate and say, oh, I brought my dog to work, I can't stop by the chamber. Come on down. Bring your puppy in with you. Yeah. We only have carpet in one room, and that's okay, so no worries.
Yeah, Brisket runs around here like he owns the place. Of course,
he sort of does.
I take his leash off when we come in the door, and he runs right to Audrey's office because she has treats in her desk. Mm-hmm. And then he'll run to everybody else looking for treats. And he knows what the deal is, and he knows when his harness goes on that we're walking over here from the shop.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He does not like the exercise ball in my office, though. He still doesn't like it.
He's
getting there.
I have so many people that walk in the shop and they see him. He's a pit bull, and they get real scared. I'm like, just lift your arm, he'll run away. And he normally does. But once he gets to know you, he's going to want you to pet him a lot. And he may nibble at your fingers when you're not paying attention, wanting you to play. And then you can tell people that you were attacked by a pit bull.
He's sitting here letting me pet him right now.
Yeah.
And he's just looking out the window, watching the cars drive by.
He absolutely just gets so downhearted in the morning if I can't bring him to work. And I'd say, no, you got to stay here. His eyes, he just looks like his world just ended. Then I get home, and the first thing we have to do is go outside, and he runs laps around the pool, and about 5 laps as fast as he can. Then he's good. We go inside and continue business.
Yeah. Well, Kevin, I know that you've said on multiple occasions your favorite event here at the chamber is Coffee with the Chamber.
It absolutely is. Coffee with the Chamber is second Friday of every month at Called Coffee. If you haven't been there, do yourself a favor. Go. Absolutely the best coffee in this area. Jared's he's a special person. He's super nice, very giving. But at Coffee with the Chamber, it's a very informal event. I have made more business connections at Coffee with the Chamber than anything else because it is just informal. You get coffee, you sit around, you talk, you walk around, you talk. People that know me know that I'm not afraid to talk. People that know me probably wish I would shut up sometime and not talk all the time. But yeah, it's a great event, and I think I have talked to, in the past year, I think I've talked to 4 or 5 people that came as a non-member and have become members of the Chamber after Coffee with the Chamber. Because it's just, like I said, it's not structured. It's just people, especially early in the morning. You're just hanging out, drinking coffee, and talking about everything but business, and then business pops up, and then you go from there.
Yeah, and we're there from 8:30 a.m. till 9:30 a.m., sometimes longer. Sometimes we get there a little bit early. You show up when you can, you leave when you need to, and we just have a good time doing that. So Kevin and I are actually looking out the window. We saw Jared earlier from Called Coffee, and it was a really good time to talk about that. It's a great relaxing time to come get a cup of coffee, get an empanada, get some bakery goods from Artisanal Baked Goods,
and they take time to they get to know you when you've been in there a few times. Like I volunteered to work at the I can't talk Shamrock and 5K, and Fallon was in the 5K walking, and he decided to stop walking at a point and go to Called Coffee. And he said he walked in, he wanted to buy me a coffee, he didn't know what I wanted, and he told them it was for Kevin, and they knew what I wanted, so he didn't have to order it, they just made it up for him. But yeah, I mean, it's the kind of service that I absolutely love. It's not.
Is that your phone number there?
That is why are you showing me my phone number, Kim?
Well, because we are getting to the end of our podcast.
Okay.
We have about 4 minutes left, and I wanted to make sure that we shared your company information.
Okay.
So go ahead. I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt your story.
That's fine. I'll tell Jared that you didn't want us to talk about him anymore. But if you need anything screen printed, sublimated, laser engraved, just want to know more about the laser engraving or the screen printing or any of it, or if you just want to call and talk or stop by, we are at 1320 Layton Avenue, in Anniston. Model City Insurance is up front. We are the door behind them. The phone number to reach me at is 256-343-2907. Usually busy all day printing, but if you call and I don't answer, leave a voicemail or text me, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. We pride ourselves on being affordable and giving great customer service.
All right. Well, that sounds great. We want to, again, thank, and you're on Facebook.
Yes.
And you have a website, GY6CustomPrinting.com.
Our website is in a work in progress. We're trying to get one built when I have time to spend more time on that. And we are not as active on Facebook as we need to be, but bear with us. It's a 1.5-man operation.
All right. I think we need to get Brisket a little water. He's looking like he's ready to get out of this office. So let's wrap this up from Kim Boyd at the Calhoun County Chamber, Kevin Moyers and Brisket Moyers with GY6 Custom Printing. Thank you for joining us today. And if we can help you with anything, let us know. You can reach us at the Chamber at 256-237-3536 or go on our website, www.calhounchamber.com. I hope that you go out and have a great day, and we'll see you next time.